Wolfgang, hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, it's
Um,
Wolfgang.
Okay.
So we've just got a couple questions that we just want to clear up before we get too involved. Obviously, some of us already are, and we obviously all love Earth too. Just a couple questions that we have is the first one is that kind of what resources are going to be
Can't say
acquainted
that.
for. That's our that's our main one at the moment because a lot of us are wondering whether we go into gold mines, diamond mines, or anything kind of past that, if that makes sense. So we're just kind of wondering what resources really.
I'm really not even allowed to tell you that.
Yeah, that's.
Would we have time for
give
this?
you- I just
Will
give-
there be cars and planes and stuff?
I just give you a hint. It will be an economic simulation at the beginning. And if you play usual economic simulations like The Settlers or Anno or whatever, think of the usual suspects at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Another one which I'm sure you've been asked a lot about is obviously the servers, but just to get away from that, one that I have as well. Can we just a recommendation for marketplace would be if we could get like filters for countries, tile types.
We're working on that.
That's
We're
great.
really
Yeah.
working on that
Mhm.
kind of. I mean, obviously, we expect maybe 1 million or so users until the end of the year, and then having no filter, it just doesn't work.
Right. Okay. I see.
I have a question. What about like news and shit? Are you gonna get more in like the social medias, like all over the TV? You're gonna start like yeah.
You mean
pushing out to
advertising?
news- Yeah, advertising. On
Like when you
social
fix
media.
the servers and stuff, like in like a. couple
Why
months
would
when,
we
like,
advertise now when the servers all?
No, like in this couple of
No,
months.
yeah. Well, in a couple of months.
When it calms
Yeah,
down a little bit.
when
I
the
think that'd
servers
be
are
like-
stable and everything runs well, and we can use a new bunch of people, then definitely.
Is there a main priority right now, servers?
Yes.
Pardon?
Is our servers right now your main priority?
That is the main problem right now.
Uh-huh. Will there be water physics? Like, will
How
there
can
be
I
like
say that?
current?
You have to ask
Okay.
Nathaniel. He's responsible for all that kind of stuff.
Alright, no worries.
I would rather have some other stuff running with physics than water if that's a tight spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also,
How
a lot
far?
of people. Oh, go on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was gonna ask, at like what extent can we like terraform, like to the point? We don't want it to get to the point where, say, if you own like Niagara Falls, a wonder of the world, there, can people who own Niagara Falls like mess it up?
No.
No.
Yeah. I've got another
I
one.
mean, we do not really have decided this yet, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense in terms of gameplay.
Uh-huh.
My gut feeling is that if you need to create a building in a certain spot, you are allowed to do what you need to create that building, and that's about it.
Yeah, just to take a point from building. Will there be any kind of restrictions or anything? I know it sounds very stupid, but say I'm someone that might take building quite seriously and try to make my tiles look as nice as possible, and then kind of across the kind of tileage, I see kind of some really stupid kind of monstrosity of a, I don't know, a kind of graphic piece of art that I wouldn't really want to see next to my tiles. So would there be kind of some kind of restriction on what can and cannot be built within your tiles?
Like porn.
It's very hard. It's very hard to have this kind of restriction. What we are thinking about is some kind of filter where you just can say from your own property, I do not want to see that, and then we will phase it out on your computer.
Very good. Awesome.
just
What
won't be
about like obviously you can't tell us, but say like gold mines and diamonds come into the game, and if resources get increased in certain areas, how will you get every area on the globe to represent that? So say South Africa's like really good for like diamonds and gold in certain areas. How will you like specifically make that better? Like, because you have to go to every single location in the world, which is a bit.
Well, we know how we will do it. I will not tell you because that's a technological secret.
Okay, yeah.
I just
How detailed is? Oh, you can ask first, actually.
There you can go.
will it be better? And I don't know if you can tell us this either, but will it be better to buy small amounts of tiles or large amounts of tiles, so like 2x2s, or will it be better to buy like 20x20? Because some buildings might require, we don't know, but some buildings could require like a certain amount of tiles.
Can't say that.
Sorry, I just got a request by Nathan. Can you please repeat your question?
So would it be better to like buy like 2x2 tiles or like 20x20 tiles? Because certain buildings might require a certain amount of space to, like a certain amount of tiles to build on.
Well,
But
obviously, if you just have a property of 2 to 2 tiles, you will not be able to build the entire building structure on it. There will be there will be tons of buildings in the end. Literally, when we're talking about like 3-4 years into the future, we're talking about hundreds of different buildings that are only there for the production of resources and the production of other stuff that comes after resources.
So it's probably better to have a large amount of tiles in one place.
If you really want to have a cool settlement, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I don't have any questions. I just want to say, I'm very into Earth 2 right now, and I'm very keen to see what else it has to offer.
There you go.
We're building a new world.
Yeah, pretty much.
What does a new world have to offer? You will most probably, if I'm talking about my vision now, I cannot promise anything of that really will happen, because that would be me basically looking into the future and knowing what's happening there. I know what we want to do. I know my vision. From businesses that you can open there in the world to a different form of home office, to education, to community work, to leisure, theme parks, games that how big is the area of GTA? It's like 30 to 40 square kilometers max. Yeah, and if Rockstar, just in theory, bought such a terrain to build their next GTA on it, why not?
Sure.
Will there be AI in the game or like any sort of NPCs?
That's we have to see at what point we can come with that. That is a matter of technological viability. Having a planet with like 4 billion or entities that are running around, each with its own mindset, is very hard to do. We have to see how we can solve that. It won't be there very soon.
I have a question regarding how detailed building will be. Like, are we talking how like in terms of realism? Like, let's say, will it be like you'll need like scaffolding, like building a structure will take like a week, or is it gonna be more like Rust style, like rudimentary, like oh you just place down this material here, like you can do it all on your own in like a matter of minutes?
Right now. That is
Can't say that.
just as much a matter of balancing as of user experience and everything, and we have to test this.
Okay.
I see.
A question about in-game. Will there be like time, or will there be like will it be like real life time within the game, or how would that work?
I don't know that yet. There will be time, obviously, because we have time in this world.
How will transportation go on? Like some people are saying we're going to have teleportation systems, which seems a bit weird. But will we have like
maybe a couple of years down the road when the tech tree has developed to that point? Maybe there will be some kind of teleportation, but it will not start with teleportation. Definitely not.
Okay.
What do you mean,
So
like tech tree? Like, are we starting the Stone Age type thing? Like, how does that work? Oh.
Yeah, like, do we have levels or?
Hey,
Will there be like?
Guys, there will be information very soon in detail.
Okay.
And I will not spoil it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming. That was very helpful for all of us.
Yeah, I think we overstayed our welcome a bit.
we're going to create a massive cult around you, so you're probably going to be a god.
Yeah. Play economic simulations, and you will get an idea how it might work out.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wolfgang.
We're honoured. We're honoured.
Our pleasure.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Our pleasure. Bye.
A few moments later.
Bro, what the fuck just
Oh my god.
That was so good.
yeah, I was fucking shaking when I